Let's warm up. So let's remember the idea, right? Some of you are new with us in the group. Some of you already be here for long. It's the theory we hear for all the instructors. We have many instructors from the world. And it can be the confusion between move the hip or don't move the hip, or move it on or don't move it on. We need to move the hips, but we don't move them, and that's a confusing word. We need to let them move, right? I mean, the word is very simple. I don't want to move my hips, right? But anytime I move my body, my hip must move, because that helps me to sustain my balance. And so I would like to move a little bit side to side, to be found the little bit moving of the hips. And again, as we say, because you're gonna hear sometimes the teacher say, "Oh, why move the hip?" And then you start moving the hip like this. No, that's moving the tail here. No, but you need to let the hips pass, right? So you can have your balance, right? So let's go to the side. Find the equilibrium between the position of your hips and the inner legs to your balance is right there. And then we go send and again back. Let the hips pass till you find the curve, and then you're gonna be in the balance. Let it go again. Let the hip pass and arrive. Let the hip pass and arrive. Arrive to the balance point. Elevate. Yeah, one of the tendencies we're gonna try to do, because normal, I don't suggest it. You're gonna try to do this to the sides, right? And then we put the balance in this way. We compensate in this direction. No, your body is coming in this direction. Then go to the side, and the body goes in that direction. Right? We have the tendency to believe that to be in balance, we have to hold very tight and be here. No, you need to relax and let the body goes in this curve, like it's a big wheel. Yeah, it's the opposite direction of that, right? So now, since we are here, we're gonna do with this idea over here. We're gonna do the elevation. We're gonna do. I have 4 floors in this building. This is the first floor. The second floor is a half, and my leg and the shin. This is underneath the knee, and the 4th floor is above my knee. I repeat the 4th floor. I go to the 3rd, to the 2nd, and to the 1st, and I go to the side. First, find the equilibrium, then you find the 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. We lose the balance, don't worry. You will lose the balance. That's the idea, right? That way the muscles start working to be founded. One recommendation, always look at yourself in the mirror and then look at me, right? If you look at me, you're gonna say, "Oh, I doing that," and you doing this, right? And then you don't see if your body is doing exactly what you need to do. There's the 1st floor, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Side step. And again, 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Again, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Good. Let's keep a little bit of attention, as we say all the time, of the heels. Remember, the heels coming out of the ground not because your instructor says it. It's because your body says, "Oh, I need distance." So the heel will come out. So the heel will come out of the ground because the distance. And you don't have to do this, remember, right? You keep it the curve, the heel coming out. The heel can go to the ground. The other one will come out into the ground. Do you have to bend your knee? Not for the moment. Can you bend your knee? Yes, you can. Depends on the situation. Suggestion, do not bend the standing leg. Later on we talk about that. The free leg is the one who will be always creating curve and rotation because that's the one who is longer. Because we're gonna keep it over relaxing. You're gonna have soften on the knee, but not sinking on the knee because it's very hard to come up. If you're already on the floor, it's better than sinking and then get up. No, you always maintain the same level. Pa. Ta. Good. Listen now, lapis. Same idea, sustained the curve. Yeah. When you do the lapis, we're gonna do with the left leg first, right? Don't do this, please, people. Right? Try to maintain the direction of the leg, and by now keep the leg far away as maximum you can comfortably. Don't overdo because then the weight moves and then we fall. You maintain your linings in the inner leg, that your access line. So you have a lapis, back together, forward lapis, back in together, forward lapis, you turn the leg, and lapis, lapis. You can move more forward, Richard, if you need. Very good. Let's turn the leg, back lapis. So you go in the back action, around, into the space. Now, in this moment, I would like you to pay attention to the heel, right? Like the heel will come out of the ground, and will stay, yeah? And then we come back closer in when you close the movement. So the heel is out, heel is coming lower, heel is coming to the floor. Out, closer to the ground, closer to the floor. The heel is in the air, coming closer, lower, lower, and lower than the end. Yeah. Do I control my foot? No. I try to pay attention to the distance that my foot has. Right? Let's go with the leg. Back lapis. You're gonna feel in your standing leg a little bit soften to reach that distance, but don't sink. Remember, soften. Yeah, and try to find your body in here, not to the side. Okay, not tilting here, because the muscle should be relaxed too. I mean, not totally relaxed. You're gonna fall, right? But let them be like the body is calm. That way, the balance is much easier to sustain. Very good, everybody. So let's do some banderitas. We're gonna do a little bit of flags, right? So we don't do it for very long days right now. This is the flag. The first thing you're gonna do to start to prepare our body, we're gonna do this first, right? We're gonna keep the foot on the ground in one place. We're gonna rotate. What I'm looking for is to you feel that the movement is not in my ankle, right? So the movement is up here in the socket, right? It's my leg and my knee moving apart, open and close, right? It's up here. It's a very way to you focusing, yeah? Because we're focusing up here and not on the feet, right? Not on the ankles, right? Up here. And like in the old time, well, I see in the new time still, but I saw it just lately, the people smoke with those electronic things. Well, in the old time, the cigarette, they throw to the floor and they do, right? They turn off the cigarette on the floor with the foot, right? But that's what they did. So now, the other leg, same idea. Good, everybody. The other leg, here we're gonna do, as we're doing this, right, we're gonna try to give you a little bit more action. So we're gonna drag the foot. So you're gonna drag the foot. So you're gonna feel a flag. You see the flag when you have a little flag? You do this. Yeah, the other leg. So we have to have that action to get this leg is open and dragging the foot, the leg closed and drag the foot. So the foot is being dragged, right? I don't try to move my foot. It's gonna happen, the foot move because of the leg. And it's less than what you think, eh? It's less than what you think. No. Good. Let's do a few more. Let's do again this leg. And do a little bit faster, right? Take the walk. You can use this as a ornament, but we have a different purpose for this, right? This action when you're gonna walk, you can walk and bring the leg in. You're gonna step to the side again, walk, rotate, and come back. So you see that the walk is coming like a forward, and then you rotate it, right, to come back in. You walk, you bring it in. Last walk. Good. So you have those actions, later on you can use them more in very one. Now those rotations, to find articulation, you're gonna find positions more or less clear for boleos, forward boleos, back boleos. They have all the flexibility and bold in there. So not, you don't do boleo for the feet, right? Because you have this rotation, or you have that rotation, right? Get the same articulation you use over here, right? This articulation here, you can use it for a forward boleo or for a back boleo if it's need. If you explore in the future, you're going to have to figure out that rotation and give you a lot of flexibility and loosen up in this area. I know it's taking time, but we do sometimes see by they do the girls most of the time do a nice and beautiful boleo. They're very flexible, very beautiful, because these joints are relaxed. The leg is prepared. Does it feel like a very soft and spaghetti, right? Like a very fluffy, like a soft line, I'm gonna say, right? Not fluffy, it's not very soft line, right? So let's talk, if we talk about the boleo, let's do a forward boleo and a back boleo. Forward boleo and a back boleo. Forward boleo and a back boleo. Forward boleo, back boleo. Forward, back, right? Yeah. So here, the other leg. So remember, the boleos, yeah, que we were talking before with the flag, see, the leg closed or the leg open, right? Just you feel the hip. So in the closed movement, you have the forward boleo. You're not gonna do a boleo this way, right? The boleo is there. The hips is going to the closed side, right? And the back boleo, right, is I'm gonna do off round in this moment, but it's open, but it's to the back, right? But you have a close and an open rotation. Inward, outward. Inward, outward. Inward, outward. Inward, outward, inward, outward, the other leg. So again, entonces, inward, right, outward, inward, outward, in-turn, rotación interna, rotación externa, interna, externa, close, open, inward, outward, inward, outward, right? Nosotros actually need to start to experience in your body to when you're dancing later on, today, tomorrow, whenever you do, you start to feel, say, okay, somebody leave me a boleo. If you leave me a boleo forward, I go in this direction. And not, because sometimes we see it, we're doing this, and I see this weird thing, right? Let the rotations continue there, right? Now, forward ochos, we are almost on the time, right? I don't know the time, but I put different music to it. So we're gonna have for the ochos, the isolation we're talking previously during the weekend and also on the last week. Open this area on the torsion. Don't try to do any shoulder or stuff like that. Here, yeah, it's that line underneath the armpit. It's the division of the rib cage. That area is going backward. Right, the same. You arrive, this area open back. Arrive, this area open back. Arrive, this area open back. That we move the shoulder, that we move the hip, that we move your tummy, that we move everything, right? Here, here. Arrive, and arrive, and arrive. Now, we're gonna go back ochos. In the back ochos, I always give the same advice. You can do it while you dance if you want to. This will help you to create some small spring on the body, right? When you go back and walk, you're gonna cross and twist your body. That will give you some equilibrium first because of the compensation, the leverage between the weight on this side and the weight on this side. The body got in a very better balance, yeah, for that accounting position body. And when you open, you release the leg to walk. You back, you cross. So that way you find a little balance. You open, and so when you open, you release the leg, and that will collaborate to the pivoting. Yeah, open and release. Open and release. Close, open and release. Walk, cross, open and release. Walk, cross, open and release. Walk, cross, open and release. Let's go forward again. Forward, we delay the leg, right? So in the forward pivoting, we're gonna use the theory of the pivoting belongs to the standing leg. In this case, the standing hip. Yeah, the pivoting belongs to here. So you're focusing in this moment, and this step will be your left leg. So you open here, this leg is do the pivoting. Right? This hip, so we're gonna talk about the hip more than the feet, because it happens on the feet, the pivoting. I open, and this hip create the pivoting. You open it, this hip create the pivoting. You go there, these hips create the pivoting. You go there, this hip create the pivoting, right? Now, when we're going backward, right? Because this is the idea, I keep this here so you can see it better. The idea of crossing. When you cross, right, and I twist and I release the leg, now the free hips is the one who is in charge of the pivot. Yeah, it's not the standing hip, no more, because it's backward. So my free hip is the one who is in charge to propel a little bit the energy to the pivoting, right? As I go back, I open, and my free hip let me the pivoting. Go back, I cross, and my free hips allowing the pivot. If you focusing on that, you're gonna find a lot of information in this area. Okay, later on, we're using this when we do molinetes, right? We go forward again till we feel the differences. We do forward 4 ochos and then forward back ocho. Go forward here. So we feel a standing leg, or standing hip, standing hip, standing hip, standing hip, and standing hip. It was more than 4, right? I don't know how to count. We go back. We cross, free hip, back, 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 cross, free hip. What I mean, I'm late? How much time I have? Time to practice. We are practicing. All right. That means when they open the court, they don't want no more exercise. They want to dance. What do you want? More exercise or dancing? Dancing. Okay. Go dance. Enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Thank you very much.